Jesus Christ! I'm gonna say, I hadn't even finished! Good morning, good afternoon, good evening to you, Kaylin. So what else did you find in the nether, other than a giant centipede? As you can see, I'm currently at Najoma's block. He's slowly building his. The Cobble Kingdom has been reborn and rebuilt. It is kind of getting there. I have kind of adopted a town at the side of me. So that's kind of what I was doing today, was building the walls, because the villagers kept running out and getting killed. So I had to go and liberate a few other villagers to get some new people. And so yeah, there is, like I said, there is this town here that is kind of bolted onto the Cobble Kingdom. I've partly walled it in. I built some little street lighty things so you can see round. I've made sure the portcullis so the feckers can't escape. because they are constantly running out and getting killed otherwise. And as you can see, we've got the lions of the good old Cobble Kingdom. So you know you're here. I will be moving the waystone at some point, probably over there. I haven't thought of a design yet. Obviously the sun's going down, so we're going to start getting all sorts of thinking evil boo shortly. As I said, main power is on. It is currently generating. And it's not back up to full power, nowhere near, because obviously having to start again, it meant having to start literally everything. So botany pots, all of that shebang. It is generating power, as you can see. Slightly redesigned it, ever so slightly. We've got the good old fountain of the guy with his urn, as always. You know, that's how you know where we are. And then, of course, that's where Waystone is currently. We are back in the mud like before. So I've started gathering resources. The digital miner is working away as we speak. It might have actually finished. It might be time to move it. Looking at that. So let's just get all these bits shoved over so it'll get all processed. And I can just kind of forget about it while it does it. I'll move the digital miner. But as you can see, you've got some basic crops in. We've got some basic food in as well. I do believe I've got all of the trees. But don't quote me on that. It might not be true. I might be turning a big pot by that. I am still trying to find some of the quark trees. I've got most of them. I'm missing the very red one. Hold on. Which ones is it that I am missing? Actually helps if I do an app, so it does a search directly just for the quark mob. I love the hedges from quark. Absolutely love them. I think that's one of the best things about this. So I've got the blue, I've got the purple. I am missing the fiery trumpet one. That is one I haven't got yet. As you can see, the others have got ticks against them, so I know I've got them. I've not seen Nash and Sapling. I'm assuming that's either going to be underground or in the nether. I don't particularly know. But I'm still looking for the fiery trumpet. So as you can see, walls are up. I finished those today. And like I said, power station, pretty standard layout. I think Kalen does actually want me to go through it, because he wants to set up his power at some point, because he's getting sick to death of schlepping lava back and forth. But it is running massively inefficiently at the moment, because at the moment... Yeah, I didn't move the ladder. I literally only have the next tier botany pots, but still using just bog standard farmland. I have started mystical agriculture, gathering the essence. So that is something. Tank is now down there. Power generator's there as before. Induction cube. Good old computer craft, the thing that's actually running everything. Well, the displays on the level above that's showing how long everything is going to charge, what the input is. There is solar panels on top of the building, not a full array yet, but I'm still working towards it. Potentially, these rooms could end up having, I think it's maybe power in it, and one of the reactors. Obviously, there you can see what it's doing in the induction matrix. It's currently going to take 6 days to, well, as you can see, that is fluctuating because things are being used at the moment. So it's fluctuating at the moment between 5 and 6 days predominantly. Obviously, once I get the melon production a bit more working properly, it won't be such a big issue. But obviously, it's going to be more of an issue because I'm going to set the digital miner going again. because I do like to try and mine everything out underneath my base initially. Nothing correct, going to have to go with that. And a chest on it, so it'll zap it straight back to where I want it. Switch it on. 14,000 ores it's found, plus it'll go deal with that. I can get some cobblestone for those. And then what was it Kaelin said? I've figured out something, you should come see mine. Have you done some work on your base then? Is that what you're saying? That means I'm going to have to zap myself all the way back to spawn. Are you using the super exploitative power generation from thermal? So I was going to say, don't rely on that, because I might be toning that down. Because I can do it in the configs. Alright. Obviously, anybody can use the spawn command, and in theory, anybody should be able to use the waystone now at the at spawn. It should allow you. Obviously, because of the changes that I made. So, Kaelin, I've got to go find him. So, obviously, when you arrive at spawn, you arrive with this huge town there that has been goblin looted by the good old Kaelin. This is obviously spawn. These shrines that I've sort of set up, they are linked to the Nether and the End. Copper Kingdom is mine, that's why it's in white. As you can see, nearly 9,000 meters, whatever it is, from spawn. It took me fucking forever to find a place that I actually like. My closest neighbour is Najoma. Right. Obviously, I can see Kaelin's head on the minimap, so I'm just going to have to kind of make my way there. Which is going to take some time. So I might get nerdy death killed on the way. Probably best make sure I've got my sword equipped. Get my mighty chopper out. Fling it about the map. Because I know last time that I kind of went over towards your area, you weren't online, Kaelin, and it looked like you were possibly living underground in a hole. I couldn't see an obvious entrance, and I weren't going to cheat and have a nosy. You are, okay. Wait until you see my waystone name. Oh god. Have you called it something really rude? Am I going to take great exception to it? The Loot Goblin Palace. Everything is going to be covered in emeralds. That's what you're telling me, isn't it, Kaelin? Nope, 2 bears. Manamar's base is about 9k in that direction. If you two want to start heading that way. I know, I'm stuck. Oh my god, there's trash pandas everywhere. No, I've been putting emeralds in my alchemy chest thingy. What, he's playing Minecraft? Still heading towards Kaelin. Best tell him that I'm actually streaming so you don't get confused. Go, 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 go. Oh, the dungeon here. Yeah, if you see any weird buildings like this, for example, and structures, it's a dungeon. You just have to go all the way down these stairs and get killed horribly. There's a couple of different designs. There is random graveyards and things like that, and tombs as well. There's actually a river you can use a boat on. Well, if I actually made a boat, maybe. It gets you pretty close, does it? Why? Told you, gotta buy me dinner first. How can you tell that he's close? It's that glazed look in his eye, you know. I think I've got most of the files. Like I said, I'm still looking for one of these cyclic fiery trees. I've not seen any of them. They are supposedly a lot rarer than the other ones. Oh, Caelan's over here somewhere. And I believe you said you're using functional storage instead of storage drawers? Yeah, I thought I'd give you the option of either. Oh, that's my auto feeder just triggered. Well, there's a lot of bees around here. I'm going to have to come back this way when I build the new honey pot. Though I don't think I'm going to use a create tank this time. I think I'm going to use a mechanism tank because they hold so much more. Oh, God. It's like me and Najoma went one direction, you went completely the other direction. Yeah. Come on. And of course, you picked probably one of the most hilliest areas to go. Well, this time round, they are literally everywhere. Oh, get my chopper out again, because you never know. I might move there. Well, it's not really necessary. You know, I am going to, hopefully today, going to be moving my waystone to its permanent location. So once you tag the waystone, it's not really that important anymore. Right, well, I can see your claim zone. What was that? Spinach. Not interested. Being far away enabled me to make a stupidly long tunnel. Okay. Yep, you are living in a hole. In a hole in the ground. Wow. Okay, I can interact with everything else because I'm not great. Right, so what am I looking at here? Had you discovered something other than a big hole in the ground? Yeah, basic factories. High pressure tube, they're okay. Water tube, okay. universal cable's okay. It's the logistic transporters that are the ones that are a bit... that I'm a bit... So long as you are limiting the use of them, I'm okay with it. You know, but I don't want to see people using an absolute ton of them because they are causing server lag. And it only seems to be these transporters. The universal cable, the pressure tubes, and the water ones, no problem at all. So what did you discover? You discovered ethylene, is that what you're saying? It's okay, I suppose. But you are starting out. Now, did you remember, have you made yourself a Project C tablet? Because if you have, all of the mechanism machines can be put into it, which means it's dead easy for, obviously, expanding the operation and such. Rifle through his drawers. You got 2 boats in here. You're going to have to set up a dock. The functional storage is okay. See, my problem with functional storage is how the stuff is displayed. I'm not a fan of. Oh, you've got a mining gadget. So you can pew your way. Don't look in the drawer with 70+ chests in it. But I must. I assume that that's like the other ones, or maybe not. No, you can just right click it. Okay. Oh, that's interesting. So, box standard, they can hold a maximum of 2K. $512 like the normal ones, okay. And I'm assuming that light storage drawers, it has all the things like the expanded storage, being able to void it. I know the controller doesn't actually have to be attached with these. You can link it at a distance to some extent. Oh, you've got a box standard bed. I've got a fancy bed. I made pillows and a duvet for it, so my bed looks a lot more fancier than a block. Oh, you're dreaming. You're dreaming. You're growing. Yeah, devil's lettuce. Devil's lettuce. We're not allowed to use that word. May allow you to see beyond the veil. It may also cause general unwellness. I don't want the seeds. So I don't want the seeds. Turn the magnet off. Oh, you just have to smack grass and you get tons of the buggers. I'm assuming you could potentially botany pot them. I'm surprised you've not done the next tier botany pot. I would have thought you'd done the next tier so that it's growing quicker. Ender pearl, 2 iron blocks and a previous botany pot, which again, as soon as you make it, shove it into the Project T tablet, drag it straight back out. just so you've got it recorded there. That's literally what I do with everything. Anything that I make, if it has an EMC value, it goes straight into the tablet and then I pull it straight back out, place it to wherever I want it, and then if I ever have more EMC, I can literally just pull out the equipment that I need. So, for example, what I did was everything that I mined, I threw into the EMC tablet. Hence the reason why I've been able to get my main power on so quickly, get all the machines built and everything. So as I made it, I threw the machines straight into the EMC tablet, pulled them back out, placed them. So all things like gold, gravel, deep slate, dirt, the actual resources, I'd break them down into the dust so it was audibly them, and then smelt them and then shove them into EMC tablet. That's why the Cobble Kingdom is so much further on. I've got to say, I quite like the design that you've done as the pattern. It's quite nice. You just kind of missed a bit. So, is your plan to live completely underground? So you're not thinking of kind of like building, I was going to say something above ground. What, and have all your Arts Nouveau and occultism? Go on. Eat it. Oh my god, that is trippy. How long does it last for? Not very long. Oh my god, that is proper trippy. Oh no. That is, truly is the devil's lettuce. So I still need to get so many of my everlasting abilities. Water breathing, for one. All my haste back, so I'm going to have to probably go and do some killing. But I've been trying to concentrate on getting the Cobble Kingdom sort of back to where it was. Obviously, I have got my backpack, I have got my stack upgrade tier 3, so I can end up with a ridiculous amount of avocado toast in the future. What are you lobbing at me? Is that a spare? So I don't want to be taking from you. Woohoo! I can move that ever so slightly faster. Plus that means I can move faster when I'm flying as well. Still need to get some bloody stairs in there. I'm going to say it's going to make me motion sick having to jump up and down like that. Yeah, I see what you're doing. Did you stick the Energy Collector Mark 1 inside the EMC table so you can pull out more of them? Because then you can make a Energy Collector flower, as they call it. Old school design still works, but it means you can literally end up with a crap ton of energy going into it. I tend to use the energy collector more for disposing of unwanted items than anything really in particular. Right, well, I'm going to try this scroll, see if it actually works, see if I end up dead. There we go, it did work. That's my funky bed, Kaylin. Yeah, I might live in a mud hut, but at least I've got a really proper funky bed. And I've got a trophy. Oh, that filled up. Shit. Didn't know that filled up. Gimme. I didn't even know that was a thing. Well, no, you don't. Again, I'm trying to get some Intanium because I am trying to get all these botany pots here sorted out. Got to get that mystical agriculture working away. Alright, that's another one got. Actually, I don't want dirt. Because I actually put farmland in there. I have 4,159 prosperity shards. I've got a couple. So, you into there. That's another one running. Let's transfer some of this dust over to the good old smelting machine. Just check the ender chest. Yeah, I'll take all of those. Shove them in. The dimension shards I am pretty much only using at the moment to feed my project table, because they are worth an absolute crap ton of EMP. Oh, let's put the magnet back on. So in the tablet, I've got 147,000 and some spare change. I now have 3.1 million. I'm going to spend all that and get some more solar panel. Dimension shards, you can mine them. Shove them straight into the tablet. You mine them and you get the shards, and literally you just throw the shards straight into it. And these should all kind of link together. I'm getting that. Solar panels, extra power. For the good old power station. No, I won't just quick mine them, because otherwise I might die. Because I'm a lot higher up than what I thought. Also, other thing that I highly suggest you make, Kaylin, if you haven't yet, is that ring of repair. It will literally repair all of your equipment for you, so long as the ring stays in your main inventory. If you equip it as a curio, it will not repair your gear. So, you know, just a really quick example. Let's find something that I can mine out. Unfortunately, it does so little damage, it repairs it pretty much instantaneously. So if you're looking at my pickaxe, it's fully healed at the moment. Break it, got taken some damage. I've got the ring of repair in the inventory. That will literally repair itself actually quite quickly. There you go, fully repaired. It works on all your gear in your inventory, your armour, so if your armour takes damage, and it will automatically repair them. I highly suggest you get one. Again, it's not a massively difficult recipe either. Emeralds, well, we know where you can get them from. Diamonds, again, pretty easy to get. Gold and iron. Again, if you'd shoved it in your table, you can kind of cheat a bit, obviously. But yeah, a single dimension shard is worth nearly 30,000 EMC. And that's why every time the digital miner gathers them up, I'll place them, smash them, and chuck them in the transmutation table. And that's how you get an absolute crap ton of EMC. I am going to have to make my way to the Nether though at some point, because I do need to get some of the Holium and the Soul Stone. I need to get quite a bit of it actually. What's missing there? Oh, we got rid of a mod. I'm not going to talk about because it still annoys me, even now. You see, I've got some of those demon weed things. What have I got? What can I plant? Right, let's have a look at flax. What can we do with that? It produces. It does just produce flax. What can we use flax for? We can make string. So that means we can potentially make wool. Does it have a secondary byproduct? Just the seed. So, in that case, not seed, I want a botany pod. I also want a draw, a food draw. I also want some farmland. Because I need a shit ton of wool, and I don't want to end up farming 50 million sheep to try and get it. So obviously you can make string, and then you can use the string to turn that into wool, and so on and so forth. So the easiest way probably to do that is to farm some flax. Let's put a fill level on it. Use the keys to not do that. No problem, Kaelin. Right, so that got 2 flags straight away. So before that grows any further, put the seed in the bottom so it knows where to put it. Again, because I've locked it, you cannot remove the thing on the display of it if you like, unless you unlock it. Hence the reason why I have the 2 keys. One to show the amount inside it, and the other one to lock the box. Right. Oh, 3 more dimension shards. Well, that'll give me a little bit more EMC. So 40, now I've got 429. And again, the digital miner's doing its thing. And just shove these bits directly in here. And that will melt everything down. It's then getting shipped. Again, I'm using pipes mod for items because this doesn't seem to cause any server issues or any server fatigues. Hence the reason why I'm using that. And again, it's actually quite highly configurable. If you can make the upgrades for it, you can whitelist and blacklist and so on and so forth. It's pretty good and pretty simple to use. I was looking at something to plant that. What do I have in the seed? Elderberry, corn, currant, artichokes, eggplant, wow, cashew, whatever they were called. Nutmeg, I believe that's a tree. Cabbage, more currant seeds. Cauliflower, which is just wrong. Cantaloupe. Oh, I'm going to do eggplant, because why not? Got the magic plants. Evil! I do need to try and find some source gems as well, so I can make the other plant. So far, I haven't found any of the source gems. So I probably am going to have to do some dungeon fighting. I'm going to have to do some mob killing. Especially if I want to get some more improvements. One's carrot. Especially everlasting abilities. I don't want to sleep tonight, because I'll despawn any of the mobs. I not get out through my own gateway. Right, normally, you get quite a few mobs out here, and it's not. I still haven't decided whereabouts I'm going to put the spawn, my waystone. I am kind of tempted to maybe build something over here for it, like a little, maybe a little park thing, but then I kind of think, you know, it would spoil the aesthetic of what coming here. I'm thinking that we might have something else statue-wise over here. So I don't know, maybe I will build a arrival point here at some point for the waystone. Plan is kind of to do something today with it. Kaylin said, you should come over here again and go through the dungeon I cleared out. Just loot sitting there waiting. Oh, I can do that in downtime. Oh my god, I thought all villagers have died again. Because it's night time, they're all in bed, aren't they? Obviously, this place has been nicely cleared out by me. I think Joma probably came in as well and sweeped up what I'd left. There was a lot of immersive engineering in here. I'll take the one flash, I can feed that to the Ninja tablet. And as we removed immersive engineering because it was causing problems, again, that is a very sore subject, especially after looking at some of the... Oh, I found a chest that I've been looted. And it's actual proper treasure chest. Yeah, these chests here, they generate loot for people individually, so everybody can loot them. And you'll get something different. That's always worthwhile if you see those chests. Obviously, the bog standard big chest, nothing really extra. Oh god, it didn't take long for these villagers to repopulate. But yeah, there was literally, I think, one villager left. Oh, got some books. Loyalty, Unbreaking, and some paper. I'll take the paper. Enchant, Holding, Projectile, and some books. I'll take the books. Do I have a lectern? I do. So I'll put it back. We've got one of these fancy tree islands, which I don't know what's in there. Something I will have to go and investigate at some point. I believe that is parts of Art Nouveau. But another place that we need to investigate. There is a huge, absolutely huge temple there at some point. But until I get water breathing, that ain't happening. Yeah, don't mind me, go about your business. I'd have done that one. Oh. What do you want? I need some books. I desperately need some books. Where's the loot chest? I don't know. I was just running around. I get lost in this place very, very quickly. It's not one of the biggest towns either. I think it was over towards the left-hand side of town. My God, these rebred so quickly. That is crazy. Why the hell is they an iron golem in a building? Not being funny. Dereliction of duty. I can't pick the bugger up, it won't let me. Right, fine. Oh, for fuck's sake. Well, I don't like how the guards are all eating. That's normally a sign that I've pissed him off. I'll take the paper, feather falling, potato recovery, power, holding. I'm not sure which that one is for. We've got another bloody iron golem here. They're all inside the bloody buildings. No wonder. Oh God, these stupid people. Oh God, now I've got stuck inside. No, I haven't. I'm not being funny, but this weld thing here. It's gotta go. That one. Oh my God, all these stupid villagers. There's a gap in this lighthouse tower wall. If you mean the bit going up to the top where the actual light is, I haven't built the ladder to it yet. But if you mean the bit down the bottom, no, I haven't filled that in yet. More than anything, I just needed to get it done so that zombies wouldn't keep going all the way around the wall and being annoying and killing off all the villagers. Because like I said, I had one villager left today after rather eventful night. And he seems to have taken up residency in there. Come on, out you go. But yeah, it was quite entertaining building these walls though, and trying to get it to keep the villagers in, because the little buggers kept jumping over the wall. And then of course couldn't get back over the wall to get back into the town when it got to night time. And so it kind of ended up in a little bit of a death loop at one point. Can't believe I found some more emeralds. Might redesign that, it's a bit too low down. So yeah, the Cobble Kingdom is slowly coming together. It is slowly getting back to where it once was. Like I said, main aim for today, it's probably only going to be a short stream because it is as hot as Hades here. We have got a bit of a heat wave here in the UK at the moment. Is I need to decide where I'm going to place the waystone. I'm not sure where yet. I kind of thought over here, but I'm kind of thinking I might have another statue, or I just might duplicate the lions at the side of it. I don't know yet. You know, have kind of a couple of them. I'll probably move this lamppost here, and I'm thinking maybe putting the spawn point over here. Potentially with a mailbox so that it's outside of my claimed areas so that people can interact with it. I don't know yet. But ideally, as you can see, I can claim this chunk as well, and the chunk boundary wall is literally level with this, so I know kind of where I'm building up to. So that's kind of the thought process at the moment. Right, well anyway, as always, on the hour every hour I do take a couple of minutes break. We are coming up to that now, and I am going to do that now. Obviously this is where I do run 3 minutes of adverts over here on Twitch, so that it disables pre-roll, because after all, I don't like adverts, you don't like adverts, nobody likes adverts. And of course I do my very best to limit your exposure to them. So as always, this does only apply to here on Twitch. If you are watching it on YouTube, I do apologise, I do have zero control over adverts over there. So as I was saying, adverts are not guaranteed. It is down to region availability, so you may get adverts, you may not. But obviously, if you do get adverts, go stretch your legs, get yourself a drink. That's what I'm going to do, because I'm a bit thirsty. And don't be rude. I know what Kaylin's thinking there. And other than that, obviously, if you do get adverts, see, I knew that lol were going to come. Like I was saying, you know, stretch your legs, get yourself a drink, get yourself something to eat, you know. don't sang about the adverts. Nobody likes them. And obviously, if you don't get adverts, sit back and enjoy the music. I'll be right back. Right, we are back. So much today, and I mean literally so much today. It's kind of like, where do I begin? That's kind of half of the problem at the moment, is that I find myself doing the, I want to do X, I want to do Y, and it's like, oh, you can't do X, you can't do Y, because you haven't done Z. You know, I want to actually get into Ars Nouveau this time around, you know, because I weren't able to last time. Farmland. I have to think what it were called then. So, upgrade that to Instanium Farmland. Grab a seed. Shove it in the pot. I've got to get all the different machines for mystical agriculture as well. I've got to do a run to the Nether at some point to get some soulstone and the stuff like that, which kind of want to get some more abilities before that, ideally. I didn't put a void one in there. Void! Because then it will fill up all the seeds. Right. Let's move my waystone. Probably want to grab some more cobble. After all, we are the Cobble Kingdom. No. Let's just grab an absolute ton of it. Leave some space so I can dig out the area. Do you want to sleep through the night? No, let's bosh some enemy. Make them give me their loot. That's of course if they want to spawn. Yeah, it's night time. Obviously, I've got night vision on one of the everlasting abilities. Hence the reason you can see. Obviously, I wanted people to be able to see what the hell was going on. We don't have any villagers that fell in the pit today, it looks like. Obviously, when they were being stupid. I don't think we're getting any mobs around here. Maybe I've lit it up better than what I thought. Because there were mobs spawned near earlier. Right, well anyway, this isn't getting anything done. So, if I am going to do it kind of over here, I want it to go as far as that. But effectively, that kind of would be the back wall to it. Because like I said, the chunk boundary is literally on this line. God, I heard that pig and nearly pooped myself. I wasn't expecting it. Obviously, I'll make it a bit of a chin after. I just need to kind of decide how I'm going to lay it out. First thing I'm going to do is I'm going to remove this line. And I will move that. I think I'm actually going to move to the other side. And that. Underneath that side. I'll do I want it on that side because that's going to be. Because the idea is you arrive and you're looking effectively down there. So, do I potentially want to do maybe another light there? Come on, click it. Not like that. I just found something kind of cool. What did you find, Caitlin? And does it take batteries? Send to pick on Discord. Discard. Ooh! That is proper funky. Obviously, I will share that when I remember how to do it. That one. That one. Can I just open it down? I can. So obviously, Karen said he'd found something quite funky. That is what he found. you know, some mage robes of some sort. That looks like a scroll, maybe. Quite like the glowy lamps. Obviously a bunch of magic stuff. All looks like Ars Nouveau. It's quite pretty. Cube in the corner watches you on the shelf. Well, you know, to be fair, it knows your loot goblin ways. I think I'd be watching you as well. Right, let's put all this lamp back together now. Yeah, that's that lamp put together. Problem is, I look at that now and I think, yeah, but when I build the other lamp outside of it, they're gonna be literally on top of each other. I'm gonna have to space that out better. I don't like that. I think it looks absolute just wrong. So I'll just shove them in there. I suppose I could kind of bring these. I don't want to go all the way to the right after that. And again, I'll change the look of this. Possibly put some trees or something. Maybe some of the golden bushes. And I was thinking maybe waystone on one side. Oh god, I can't spell at all. And so in theory, you arrive here and you kind of like can see, you know, the grand walkway, if you like. I could potentially move this path a bit further down and make another path that way. And I don't know, make a little, like, I don't know, park area maybe over there. I'm just kind of looking at how I could lay it out, you know. So there's no reason why I couldn't take the path that way to that. Aesthetics, gotta get it right. Do that. Did I replace the ones down here? Can't remember whether I did or didn't. I haven't. That would have affected my CDO. I'd have been sat there looking at it going, there's something not right about that. So I'm kind of thinking possibly keep that like that. What do we have? Oof, don't like any of those fences. There's got to be a better. Oh god. Wrong ones! Yeah, there's only the bog standard cobble fence for that, and I don't want the bog standard cobble fence, so let's have a look. Again, it's getting towards daytime or morning, so I can leave that door open. I'm not going to be overtaken by the hordes of undead. Brent, did I not put this modern fence? I did. I just suddenly thought, hang on, I've got those. probably modern wall. Yeah, wall. I'll just grab a stack of that. Oh, it's achieved a little achievement. Open 100 instance player loot containers and collect your rewards. Because Kaelin is doing his loot goblinness yet again. Gab, that was in a dungeon where you found that place then, Kaelin. I kind of assume. No? Wizard's Tower? It was a tower with a giant purple tree. So that means that one that's out in the bay, just beyond this little village, could potentially be the same sort of thing. Yeah, I think I like that better. I'm keeping it basic. I didn't grab any more of these gold bushes, which I should have done. So these are hedges. And yeah, it is the sunny ones I'm using. Kind of keeping it the same thing. Well, that's the idea anyway. Oh, there goes my auto feeder. Glowy kitty cat. Kill it! Kind of want to change that. First things first. Actually, that might be better. Doing something like that. No, I don't. I was going to say maybe put the lamps on there, but again, I think I'd run into the problem of them being way too close again. You know, how does this look? I do that. Does that look a bit better? Oh, it's a hell of a lot better. Right, so the other thing I need to do, I think I need to make the woodworker's table. Possibly, well, I need to kind of decide where I'm going to shove these lamps. Rather than keep carrying the bits around or recycle them without really thinking. So that is that line there. If I take it back to that and then mirror it on the other side. My God. Right. 1, 2, 3, 4. Need to go one more higher. I need to put the bubble on the end. And then 1, 2, 3, 4. Bubbles on the bottom for the actual light, like so. And then I'm using steel blocks for the body of the lamp post. Now again, I'm looking at that and thinking they're going to look awfully close for that. I didn't think maybe I need to shove that over even further. So I had it there. So like 1, 2, 3, 1. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Let's do it for like the maximum range for line. Oh, too many. Come on, place there, there. Hit the mini bubbles. One on the top. And 4 underneath for the lights. Re-steel it. In the non-loot gobbling way. Let's have a look. How does that look? Actually, that looks better. So what I think I might do is maybe put a hedge that goes round and put a bench there. So you would have kind of something like that and a double bench there. And again, mirror it over here. I need to make wood tables to be able to actually make the benches, I believe. Let's have a look. Is it part of handicrafts? Can't remember whether it is or isn't. I don't want the dining bench. Or is it the dining bench? Am I not remembering it right? It could be them, you know. Only one way to find out. And I don't need the woodworking table for these. But I know there's a couple of different furniture mods on the server again. I can't believe you didn't kill the kitty. It's a digital kitty. You could have killed her. It would have not known. It's not like Tron. Let's just shove all those in the table. So I needed some planks. Oh, but not like that. And I can't remember why it was built. How was it built? Like that. Again, I don't know if I'm going to need some more of those yet. Fine. And of course, that's me running along. And if I bounce, you see I've got quite a bigger jump than normal. It's really, really funky. And I always find it weird that you don't have gloves on your character. You know, you have this big set of armour, but no gloves. Yeah, they're the benches, because they connect. Just got rid of all that cobble, didn't it? No, that's all. Probably should have kept the fences and potentially maybe fence it round. Because then that still gives me room for if I want to, you know, duplicate the lines again further down. Again, as you can see, a bit of a scatterbrain, so I'm back and forth, back and forth. Don't need those wood anymore, so it was modern, wasn't it? That was its reference. Probably need to go shuffle the resources in the digital miner next. Something else for me to forget about and not remember to do. So I was just thinking something kind of like that. Obviously I need to put the other lamp in. And I'm just thinking, not too many. Something maybe kind of like that. Keep the corners off. No, to be fair, I could do that. Yeah. I want those big grass in front of it. Right, let's go get this other lamp out. So I need to go pick up some frames. I need to clean out a digital miner. That's got just nearly 5k more mines to do in its current position. So we'll have to move that again shortly. So let's get this dealt with, because this is going to be pretty full. All of those, all of those, all of those, and that, and that. I'll take the dimension shards, because again, that's going to get me an absolute crap ton of EMC. I'm going to say this chest should be full as well. And just lob them in. You don't have to worry about the order, it will sort it all out. Again, when I'm back in the main base, this will all be automated again, so I never have to worry about doing manual work in this regard. I can literally just leave it to process all the resources for. How much of that will go over? That much. And again, they are literally getting smelted, shoved into that chest, which is then being pulled out the back and shoved into the storage trap. So it's currently doing that. Voluntary exile. Have a look, what's that achievement for? Kill a raid captive, maybe consider staying away from villagers for the time being. So that's Kalen being a good old loot goblin again, raiding villagers. He's probably looking for EMC for his tablet. Give me all the emeralds so I can turn all of those emeralds into EMC. Well, me, I just kind of like go, oh, I've got 13 blocks of dimension R. But you smash it and it turns into 62 dimension shards. So as you can see, my EMC is 533671 and it's now 2.25 million. And I'm going to grab a solar panel and continue. Because it means I've got to climb back up onto the roof of the building. Possibly you need to think about putting a ladder in the trapdoor so I can get easy access to the solar panels. So, though this isn't that bad, it is a bit tedious. Right, here they are. And they'll start generating EMC. They generate a very, very small amount at night, I believe. You know, put all these lovely paths in, then never use them. I'll use them eventually. You know, do a drive-by, stick the essence in, because why not? Probably have to get some emerald upgrades for that. Did I actually make any? And I did not teach that to the table. So there you go, it's now learnt them. So, upgrades. It does know the emerald upgrade. I'm going to shove 2 in that then. Lamp. See? Brain no working. So we want brain. We want. Let me have a look. We want the half pillars. We want 5 of. We want something. 1, 2, 3, 4. I think 8. I think it's 8. I do need the frame cube for the base. I think that's all I need from that. 4 of the illumination blocks, and then I need steel. And save time, I'm just going to grab a stack of 50, and then I'll sort it out when I'm there. And put obviously what I don't use back. So, that goes there. These. Oh my god, it actually did it. The little nodules on the bottom and one on the top. Will I be able to reach it? I can actually get up on top of it using those bushes. Add the actual light. Spool it up so it looks a bit more like an actual lamppost. Like that. Actually, that doesn't look too bad. Obviously, this looks a bit barren. But like I said, I'm thinking I might stick some more lions or maybe different things. I don't know. I'm tempted to just keep it with the lions, keep the same sort of lot. I might play about with it off stream and try and get an idea for it. So let's just make sure that I did it right. So, Cobble Kingdom, yeah, follows me in the right direction when you arrive. So I'm thinking maybe you might be able to get another 2 in action. And if I set the next ones back ever so slightly each time, so they kind of fan out a bit, might be an idea. Yeah, I think that's what I might do. I must admit I'm very tempted to build the windmill out here and have this like as sort of farmland. I haven't quite decided though. Right, I suppose really I should build myself my little home. Because currently I'm living in a mud hut. And I don't want to live in a mud hut. Totem of Undying times 4. I don't know. Halen the Loot Goblin, looting everything that he can. Actually, probably want to grab a bit more black wood. I can put those remainder steel back into the tablet. How's that doing? It's doing pretty well. So we'll just grab these and refill it. Whilst we're here. So grab those bits there as well. What's it working on at the minute? Done! Right, so the main road. I need to sort of decide how I'm doing this, or try to remember. I need to keep a gap. Potentially I need to keep 2 gaps because of more lamps, potentially. I don't want it immediately next to it because obviously you've got a fence post there, and if I build anything there up to there, that'll automatically connect to it, which I don't want it to do. So we want a 3 gap. So I'll just stick that as a place marker. I'm going to stick one on the other side because obviously there'll be another building on that side and on the guest house. I tend to build my main building, guest house, and then other structures. It's normally kind of the XP candy building, then the honey pot, the automated bee farm that gathers honey. Like I said, my building on this side, and then next to that we tend to have a Farmer's Delight building more than anything. And then of course, either on that side or that side, the clock tower. It could probably be that side. But in the clock tower, it'll have all the machines and everything in it, all underground. Freeing up that space for me, potentially to be able to build a mystical agriculture. I am kind of thinking of building in the very top of the clock tower, obviously not in the workings area of the clock tower, the level just below that, building the Ars Nouveau room and the occult mod one as well. It'll be interesting to see how those two interact with one another. But anyway, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I believe I go back 6. Or is that going to be too far? Well, it's kind of fly out. Don't want to make it. There's something there. I'm not sure what. Oh, it's probably the digital miner digging up underneath me. I'm thinking, what the hell's that noise? Have I got some stinking evil? Oh, lay down. So that would be the door. One, two, three, four. I suppose that's big enough for the kind of back garden, if you like. So that is 2 current. 8, 12, 5, 7. And then, what was that? Oh, the sky's flickering. Probably the night vision trying to wear off, but everlasting abilities is going, no, reapply it. And of course, check this out. What are you checking? What am I checking out? You have flying. Is it magical flying? Because you have a book. Come. Wow. Wow. Murder. He murdered me. Wow. And see, in good old fashion, it rains. You can't have a funeral without rain. I hope you've got your magnet switched off. How come it killed you but struggled on a hearth? Well, I don't know. You tell me. Backpack goes there. Magnet goes there. Ring stays there. So that was a come look at this. Pew 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 insta-death. What was it supposed to do? Other than me go, ooh, sparkly, and then promptly drop dead. Because I did kind of like see sparkles come from it. Laughing too much time to time. But I was kind of like, ooh, rainbow sparkles, and then all hell broke loose. No, 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 don't kill me. That is nasty. Oh, so it tracks as well. So as you're moving, it tracks to in front of you. That's really quite funky. Well, to be fair, some of the Ars Nouveau bosses apparently are quite hard. So, not being funny, you probably need that. Oh. Yes, Kaylin? I am all ears. Is pocket storage available on this one? I don't know. I'd say no. There is ender bags, I do believe. So ender bags, they will connect to any chests that you set up. Ender chests, I did increase the size on last reset because so is backpacks, because you can add the mods to the sophisticated backpacks. Shut that one down. Now, where is it? Refill upgrade, you've got the automatic pickup, and because if you've got these mods, these stack upgrade tiers, anything that you put in here, I think that can go up to a stack of, well, as you can see, multiply the number of stacks that can fit in a slot by 8. Death, it counts. No, it doesn't. It doesn't in this scenario. I refuse. It does count. No, it doesn't. Because so I'm using ladders because I like ladders. That'll go up to that floor. Helps if I actually remove my death marker as well. It's like it never happened. Where did you go to? Did you go to spawn? Or did you actually go to Kaylin's? Hole in the ground. Yeah, just don't stand in front of him when he does it. Yeah, it one-shot me as well, Kaylin. Literally. I'm going to say, I was too busy going, oh, look at that, isn't it pretty rainbow colours, and then promptly dropped dead. Oriole's Bite Storm. I wondered what the hell that were. I'm looking round for pillagers. I've got a touch of wind. Okay. Deflatine. Helps you blow off, so you don't have to. I think that's kind of right. I wonder if that's a crafted spell. It's my grizzly bear hammer. Well, to be fair, you know, you did kind of accidentally bop one. Yeah, I think that's right. Is it right? Bottom bit, window. Yeah, that's right. It is right. I was thinking I've got that completely wrong. I've got enough wood. I'm going to actually turn some of it into... Actually, I'm going to go get the ladders. Because I think I made the frame ladders. It's a big thing. I think I did because of in the power plant. Just grab a stack. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah. I'm gonna have to make some planks for it so I can colour it because it is a frame otherwise. I do need to kind of put this next floor in. So I'm going to turn that all into planks. And I do need to kind of make sure that I have a roof on this building because I've noticed this area does get struck by lightning quite a bit, and not just because certain people on the server love lightning. So I don't want to be kind of off the server, you know, doing real world things and come back and find my buildings burnt down, because that is a possibility, which would be a bit pissing off if that happened. Right, let's... my building has 3 floors. So again, thank you, Kaylin. Obviously, blue screen of death, for people not in the know. It doesn't just show for you, it does literally show for me. So I can't see anything, just like you guys. And it's a good job I was not falling to my death, because it could have been a possibility there. It could have very easily been a possibility. Right. I'll take that one out. I do have some concrete already made. I went and made all the colours. Not as funny as the last time I did it. I think your timing was a bit off there that time. So my building is blue. Like I said, I did spend some time today making all the different concrete. So worst case scenario, this building does get struck by lightning, it burns down, all that's left is floating concrete and the cobblestone. It is most definitely a possibility of something like that happening. One of the interesting things that I've just been thinking, that spell's ability actually gets around the no PvP status set for this area. Because effectively, you're not being killed by PvP, you're being killed by the effect of a different ability. So you can technically kill players even though there's no PvP switched on with that. Something I hadn't considered. But to be honest, it was completely worth it just to see the effect. Me going, oh, he shot a rainbow at me, I'm not impressed. And then probably being really impressed. Two. Yeah. And you said that didn't even kill a horse? That makes no sense at all, why it wouldn't kill a horse. 1 second. That one. That one. That genuinely just seems crazy that it was able to flatten me in no time, but you couldn't kill a horse with it. Can't believe you blue screened to death, mate. It's good job I weren't like kind of dangling off the edge of a building. Right, they are temporary. Just so I can get up here. No, it was Kalen who did it. He's made it his mission in life to kill me as many possible times in every game that I play. Sometimes with some really good success, other times not so much. Right. That one. I could hit him with that spell. No, that would be picking on him. That's not nice. But I can guarantee you now, Kalen is probably making a beeline for Ars Nouveau trying to find out how the hell to recreate that spell. You know, I can see him already getting all giddity about it, going, ooh, this will be so much fun. Watch me as I roast Naz. Right, need to finish doing the touches and detail into it. Need to put a roof on it. And then I can finally move back out of the mud hut. I can shove some of these things back into here for EMC for now. Do a bit of a transfer. And again, that's going to smelt all those resources up for me. And deposit it in these boxes here, so easy pickings for me. Had that finished? No, it hadn't. I will just kind of grab all of that though. These can, not that one though. They can all go in there. That needs breaking down.
83. Hide.
Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, Mattingham. I hope you are well. As you can see, we are back in Modded Minecraft Monday. We had to start again. The server kind of went boom in quite a spectacular way. Nothing wanted to work at all. So we are back in the Cobble Kingdom. It has kind of moved. It's a little bit bigger and a bit more interesting this time round. Because obviously we've got the bog standards, you know, we've got the little player fountain. We have the power plant that is currently charging the induction matrix as we speak. Hence the reason why the digital miner's running and everything like that. It's currently doing the readout. It's going to take 9 days, 7 hours, and 10 minutes, and that's going to keep fluctuating because I'm using power. This isn't all working at maximum because I'm not producing enough melons at the moment. I need mystical agriculture to kind of get up a bit speed. There is no giant pink windmill, no. The pink windmill may return. Oh, it might not be pink. Because it did look like a giant penis. It very much looked like a giant penis. I need to go this way around. As always, got the walls up. So we have the lions as normal, but I've actually included a player spawn town as part of the Cobble Kingdom this time. I've already had to repopulate it because all the villagers were fucking stupid and managed to get themselves killed. It does have some guards, and literally, there's a villager there. They all kind of have jobs and they all do sorts of things. So they do some of their own farming and such. I had a kitty cat. So literally, I've included this place in it as well. As part of the Cobble Kingdom. I've adopted it, you could say. I've spent probably 6 hours just building this goddamn chuffing wall to keep the villagers in. A little lighthouse on the end. So, aerial view, that is the Cobble Kingdom. The only real structure that is in existence at the moment is the power plant, and I've just started on my little abode. There is the mud hut over here. All the machines and everything are all outside. We have got the old mine entrance down here. Clock tower will return. It'll be up there as before. The windmill going to end up there at some point, or possibly outside here. I haven't fully decided on that yet. It might be a bit of a change round. As always, we do have some of the people who are subbed on the server. We've got Jonah that's making his little canal here. At the moment, it is just kind of like the biggest swimming pool in the world. But, you know, he's got a lot of work to do on it. And then literally miles and miles and miles and miles, which I'm going to go back to spawn because it's quicker. This is spawn. When you arrive at the server, that's the first thing that you say. This is obviously the spawn point. All done through waystones, which gives you access to the nether in the end. Like I said, Kalen is literally down here. The Cobble Kingdom is all the way up here. So as you can see, I incorporate that little town into it. So, holy shit, what was that? Oh, it was a ghast. So obviously, oh my god, how many gas? Oh, and an enderman. Piss off. Go away. Go away. Oh, I've not put the mod in which gives them the googly arms. I might have to re-add that. I missed the googly arms. Ooh! I don't know what the fuck you are, but don't kill me. Leave me alone. Oh, Jesus Christ, well I killed it. But obviously we've got the nether. We literally have a fortress or a pigman pod. How many gas? Normally you can't get gas for love for money. Well, that's going to be handy when I need gas takers. We do have the end. Nobody's killed the ender dragon. The mechanics for it is slightly different. The dragon does not spawn until you approach the area up here. The end, again, is very different. If you get a bit close to that, you'll start hearing a bell toll for... Oh, no, no, no. Run away! Because they are evil. But yes, so you approach that building in the middle and the ender dragon will spawn. It gives you a bit of free reign to explore the end without actually fighting the ender dragon straight off the bat. So yes, it's there's quite a few little things that have changed. You know, we're kind of really close to a snow biome with ice. We've got another huge town over there, which might have to go rob if Kaelin hasn't got to it. There is literally loads of dungeons. It's like, that there is a dungeon tower. That hut there, I believe, is a dungeon underneath it. So, you know, I've done quite a bit of exploring, as you can see. We're not map sharing, so that's what I've done, trying to find a decent place initially to set up the Cobble Kingdom. We do have these massive pyramids and things, which I think I can show you a picture of. Let me just scroll back. That one. So, the different types of structures that you are getting in game is you are getting pyramids, which have treasure in them. You are kind of getting, let me have a look. The bog standard water temples have changed to be proper, like, underground water structures. And they are absolutely massive. They're no longer really, really tiny. So you saw that temple that was there. I know where there's one not a million miles from my base either. There's one literally just there. So that'll want investigating at some point. If somebody doesn't get there before me. But yeah, the deserts, they have quite a few pyramids in them now. And they're all kind of ever so slightly different layouts and such. So yeah, this world is very, very different. Very different. Right. What the hell was I doing? What was that it dropped? A basalt shard. You know, I'll just shove it in one of my chests in my mud up. Might be a mud up, but I've got a fancy bed. Which actually, no, I can't do because I haven't got a roof on that building. I don't want to build my bed in there and then have it get struck by lightning and burn my building down. So, mud brick roof. Let's grab a couple of things. Don't know how many that I need. And we'll get a roof on this building so I can actually potentially move into it. But yeah, Kaylin, I've got to say that is probably the most gas that I've seen, because normally you go into the place, you see an absolute crap ton of gas, and then you never see any more after that. Well, that has been my experience in the past anyway. Let's do that. Oh, let's not do that. That was not what I meant to do. I wasn't holding shift. Obviously, if you're holding shift, you can't fall off. And again, we have the mega torch underneath the fountain. So 64 by 64 area is completely evil mob free. Actually now need it to work on Najoma and his spell of doom that one-shot me. And I suppose technically it was a death, so there you go, Kaylin. I'll keep the peace. Right. Let's just do this side now, see if we can do it without falling off the building. Trying to concentrate. That's the reason why I'm quiet. I'm trying my best not to fall off and, you know, kill myself or damage myself too much. So obviously, as always, if you are a subscriber, you do get access to the server. It is one of the perks of subscribing, or one of the new perks to subscribing. Right. I now need to do the overhang, if I can, which I was able to do. Don't know if I did the overhang on the other side, though. One way to find out. No, I didn't. That's not what I wanted, but okay, I'll use it. No, go far. So that's got the roof on, so if it gets struck by lightning, it won't burn the building down, just leave me with some cobble and a bit of blue concrete. Because like I said, that is entirely a possibility with the settings that are on currently. This building technically is livable now. Whether you'd want to live in it, that's a different question. Just do the internal bits, see roof doesn't leak. But I'm going to have to do it like this, otherwise it's going to put it in a funny angle. And he screws it up already. Oh, for God's sake. Learn to play noob. That's what I was half expecting somebody to say. Right, that should stop the roof from leaking when it rains. Don't know why. One of those weird and wonderful mechanics of Minecraft. Right, so technically, I could actually move the bed in here. Which I think I'm going to do. Obviously, that'll set my actual spawn point, which I'm going to need it to do. But it means I can finally move out of the mud up. Stairs are treated as half blocks, which leak. I'm assuming then that's exactly the same for the roof blocks, because they're effectively stairs blocks, just obviously sloped. Yeah. So let's take my fancy bed. Which is why times are 2 times stops the drift. That one. And let's reset me to that new spawn point. Obviously, I'm going to be doing cooking for blockheads. So here we're going to end up with the kitchen in here eventually. Let's go have, oh, digital miner's finished, so I need to move it. And then Jeremy wants me to go have a look at something in his base, so I will do. Luckily, he's not a million miles away. So we'll just move this digital miner first and set it going again. One there. Power taps. Coloured ender chest. And 13,000 blocks. Oh God, what have you done, Kaylin? Why are you saying, oh my God? My jetpack is fast. Oh God, yeah, jetpacks flip any other flying method in the game. They just use an absolute crap ton of energy. So my advice is get an emerald jetpack as soon as possible. Because they are absolutely amazing. Oh. Get up to emerald. You want the top tier. Oh! Bloody hell, you didn't hang about. Holy crap, built that quick. Only thing I would say is because you do not have an overhang, turn magnet off so you can have your bricks back, is spiders are going to be able to still climb over. Because the reason why my walls have that ever so slight overhang is that it stops spiders. I quite like the little lighthouses on the end. Bloody hell, you built that so quickly. Alright, I see what you've done. I see what you've done. Obviously, you're not having to wait all the way up. That gets you onto the wall. But yeah, I like that. I like what you've done. Are you still planning to have your bridge here? That's when Joan was planning his bridge. Yeah, the posts are the markers for it. Does that mean you're going to have to knock down part of your cobble building? Because one of them's in line with this outer edge wall. The hovel will be going soon. I'm going to say you got a lot done in that really short period of time. Got to say, I do like it there. I really quite like the like lighthouse towers at the end. I like the whole concept for it. Right, set myself back to spawn. Yeah. Oh, Kaylin's making the jetpack. Good old emerald jetpack. Yeah, don't mind me, you know. I'm just rifling through your pockets, you know, checking out your backpack, which I can do. Light falling, night vision, absorption. You've got a load of shit in your backpack. You need to get that cleared out. So this is Kaylin's place. He's got a very basic power setup. All he really needs, just for his few machines at the moment, this is his storage that he's not using a lot of at the moment, but again, he's got it all set up. He's using functional storage instead of storage drawers. We do have both mods on the server. That's his good old cobble gen. Now, it's a good job that I've not got the smoke side of that mod activated, because otherwise you would suffocate down here. That's the reason why I have smoke chimneyed out, because at any point I could switch it on. You do know you're going to go absolute super speed with that. Oh my god, this... No bloody proper staircase. And unlike with the other jetpacks, the emerald jetpacks does hover properly. But yeah, you go zippy quick. Only thing that you need to remember is if you are heading to areas that have not been chunk generated, it will rubber band you back. So that's only something that I would say to be aware of. Because unlike the last server, I haven't done a lot of pre-chunk generation. Right, well, I'll help myself to spawn. You head spawn. Let's see how long it takes you to get there. Go, 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 Caitlin. This is where I look at the server logs and the server goes, oh my fucking god, make it stop. Please. Let me just zap into server, so I can just say. Actually, it's not that bad at the minute. Now, that weren't that long. That weren't that long at all. It does mean that if you want to get to my base, to bind yourself to its waypoint, it's not going to take you forever. And then if you talk to me really, really nice, I might even recharge your backpack here. Because I'm a really nice person like that. I mean, I can talk pretty nice. Gotta buy me dinner. Or even a drink. You know, I'm not that picky. Let's get some more of this process. Let's see if we can get some more insanium. That's another pace. Grab some more farmland. Grab another essence seed. Just craft that in a normal one. Combine the insanium with farmland, so it gives you insanium farmland. Put the seed in, put the farmland in, and in these pots, they're not the best pots yet, but they'll grow at a reasonable speed, and we'll continue getting essence. Oh my lord. So you're going to face plant into a mountain, that's what you're saying? Oh, and there's 3 ice mountains in this frozen ocean. Yeah, there's a lot of frozen ocean around me this time. You know, it isn't the permanent, you know, Summerland, if you like, here. What's that? Hero of the village. I just think what that was there for a second. It shouldn't lag the server at all. Because it's actually quite a clever thing that it does now, is that it shouldn't lag the server at all. All that it will do is, for you, it will not destroy, it will not display the world for you as quickly. But it should have no effect to anybody else that's on the server. You know, the only time that it could affect the server and for other people is when it's doing world genning. But even then, it's kind of low risk in theory. Again, it's one of those things they've got quite clever with how mods interact with the world now. Especially a lot of the server-side stuff. You know, the only thing that I think is if we still had immersive engineering on the server, that would have been messy. That would have been server crash after server crash after server crash. Which, you know, after looking through the logs and looking literally through the log because it didn't create a crash log for it, it all turned out to be down to a vine. Have you raised a bug report for it? I tried to do it and they said, as it is for an older version of Minecraft, we are not supporting that version of Minecraft anymore. So no. And so my attitude to that was, well, then you can keep your mod. I'm not having it on my server then. If they've got such a shitty attitude like that, you know, it's fair enough because, you know, keeping things up to date for all previous versions of Minecraft and things like that. But it's like 20.1 has only literally been out a short while. 20.1.1 is now out. Most people haven't migrated the mods to it, or they're very much in alpha or beta stage at the moment. So they're quite unstable at the moment. And that for them to literally have that attitude of, you know, no, we're not going to do anything about it. I was like, well, you know what? Stuff you. But it's like I was talking to Kaylin late last night. I actually went through some of the code for it and had a look at it. And let's just say how they've done some of the things for it. Whoever took over immersive engineering, talk about brute forcing certain things through. It's kind of made me sit there and think, fucking hell, I'm surprised the whole mod even worked. So there you go, Kaylin. Something that would have taken you maybe an hour or two if you're doing it on foot. You've made it to the Cobble Kingdom. Did you buy into the Waystone? That reminds me, did I actually add it in? No, I didn't. I need to have those chinks in. Well, if you chuck me your jetpack, I can always stick it on charge for you. So you have a full charge to head back with. I'll show you. There we go, charge. Again, induction matrices, absolutely brilliant charging. Magnet back on. So the Waystone is literally just there. And when you arrive facing, obviously, the entrance. You know, it's still got to work on this area. I do have my lions have returned. The hedges. I love the hedges in Quark. You know, I'd have it just for the, you know, the mod just for the hedges. Absolutely love them. You can use a bunch of different trees and things like that to make them, which is why it's one of the really good things. But yeah, you're not 100% safe out here. You do get spawns out here, but these lamps seem to be doing quite a good job at keeping the mobs at bay here. Shut him out. Don't let the rabble in here. Oh, I'll come have a look. Obviously, I've not made my jetpack yet. It is on my list of things to do. So I can get round that a little bit quicker. Did you fly over Najoma's base? I'm intrigued to see what boat design he's going to do. Oh, I can actually see one of your towers from the distance as well. If they were just that a little bit taller, I would actually be able to see it even further. Yeah, that stops spiders from being able to climb up and over your walls. The only other bits that they'd possibly be able to do is the towers, climb up the towers, but as they're a bit stupid, because do you see how you've got the like bit up there? They'd just be able to climb up and go straight over that bit. If you kind of did the same thing that you've done for the wall around the top of the tower, that would deal with that. And then your only point that you'd have where they could come up and over your wall is literally they come up this bit here and then go diagonally over the wall there. But your other option is, if you want to leave it like that, is copy this sort of design on the same level and take it and wrap it around your tower. You see, that would stop spiders, because they'd effectively do that. So you wouldn't actually have to need to continue the wall round if you didn't want to. But that stops spiders from being able to climb up and get over and go wandering straight into your base. Because even if you did something like a mega torch or anything like that, stop the monsters from spawning, spiders will spawn out the outside and they have a ridiculously high aggro range. If they can see you from like over here, they will literally come wandering all the way over. And if you don't have that overhang, climb up your wall and come and start aggroing you. Makes your hole in the ground look like a hole in the ground, doesn't it, Kaylin? He says, I don't care, I've got super zippy jetpack. Yeah, I must admit, I love the Emerald Jetpack. One of the things that I would advise you to do is I think power's on. That is, isn't it? Is it? Oh, isn't it? Did I put it on or didn't I? I can't remember if I put it on. Let me have a look. For some reason, I thought I had put it on. Let's have a look. No, I didn't add it. I might actually add that to the server because what I actually quite like about Power is you can make some absolutely fantastic batteries in it. I just want to be able to fly in mine. Maybe I'll add it in the future, I don't know. I'll have to think about it. I think one of the reasons why I think I was holding off was because its heat generators that generate power are massively overpowered. You know, you look at Mechanism's power system and that being really overpowered, and those, you know, it's like one of their power generations from one of their heat sink things that you just have to surround by lava creates something like half a K of RF, sorry, 500k compared to Mechanism's 80 maximum per generator. I'm intrigued as to what he's going to do with his design because obviously I put a spanner in work. My little station does enough for now. If I need to expand it, you can. Well, to be fair, you know what you're doing. The main part is kind of understanding it initially. All mine is completely automated through XNet. Because, again, I like XNet because if you know what you're doing with it, it's dead simple. I know a lot of people see XNet, see the interface and think, I don't know what I'm doing with that. So with XNet, it's doing the fluids, it's doing the gases, it's doing the energy, all through effectively one cable, rather than with Mechanism you have to use a bunch of things. Again, you know, the logistics sorter, that's, you know, that can be a bit thing. It's like, if I go back to my base, I can show you how I've got it set up. You'll probably have to watch stream for it. I don't believe it shows for you. You know, there goes Kalen, zippity-doo-dah in his way there. I'm a-coming! It's not just a glazed look in my eye. So I know you're using a pump for your mechanism setup. Turn your magnet off. Because I don't want to be pulling up the floor and having you getting it hooked up. Because how do I switch my magnet? Oh, mine's a ring. Yeah. You should be able to right click it. If you put it into your sophisticated backpack, it'll stop using its influence, if you like. So, I've got a sink under there. It produces water faster than the pump can pump water out. It is using one of these single advanced connectors on the back of that to actually pump the water. The actual controller is here in the floor. So I don't know if you can right click on it or not. No. Right, so if you look on stream, I can show you. This is what opens up when you do it. In 8, I've set that as an energy channel. So, it's connected to a flux point. I've told it to extract energy and insert energy into all the different machines. These two are for items. That one I've got predominantly set to extract the melons and the seeds. Stick it in these, not those machines, stick it in the, where is it? One of the crushers gets the seeds, the sawmill gets the melons, it extracts the melon slices, which it then shoves into the other crusher. But if that crusher is full, it shoves it into the draw controller, which is effectively the overflow, which obviously is facilitating those draws there. So, also on XNet, it is... Let's have a look. Where's the crusher? I've got to find it. One of the handy things with this as well, which I quite like, is if you're not sure which machine is which and where, there's something you can use to get rid of substrate so you don't have to store it. There is, but I'm storing it because I'll probably want HDP pellets later. But I've got a void upgrade on it. So it'll only keep a maximum of 2048. So in XNet, back here, the crusher, which is... So the one that's getting the seeds is extracting the biofuel. The other one that's getting the melon slices is extracting the biofuel. And it's putting it into these pressurized reaction chambers, which is obviously these machines in here. And it's keeping them all stocked, or trying to, but obviously I'm underproducing melons at the moment because I've only got sucky soil and sucky pots. But you only need 9 once you've got the maximum tier pots and the insanium soil. And literally, that water is being pumped into the electrolyte separator, which you only need 1 of, to do 8 pressurized reaction chambers. And it can keep them filled with water. So obviously, I'm producing hydrogen that's going into the pressurized reaction chambers with the water again. All going from that single sink. It's able to keep up with all of these machines. If you're using a mechanism pump, it cannot keep up with that many machines. It just can't. Again, electrolyte separator, dumping excess oxygen. I've upgraded them all so they've all got the maximum amount of speed and energy tiers. I've put some muffling mods in them because they was noisy as hell. I still like to be able to hear them, so I've got 3 in each instead of the maximum 4 in each, because I like to know when the machines are actually doing anything. And that is literally my ethylene production. It's then going down into an absolutely massive mechanism tank. And then that massive mechanism tank is then distributing to the gas burning generators, which is then routing the power to the induction matrix that this time is underneath the feet here. And obviously there's a computer craft program running there, giving you updated information on what it's doing, how it's doing, and so on and so forth. But again, I like XNet because I could have done it all through a single cable if I really wanted. But I kind of like to be able to do the input and output and actually be able to have it, because otherwise, not being funny, even I get confused in XNet if you're doing everything through a single port. Like I said, all I was doing was everything that I mined, I converted into EMC. And I mean literally. So all the ores that I dug out the ground, I had smelt them because you can't EMC the raw metal, if you like. So I was lobbing that into, at that point it was just a bog standard furnace, and then I was getting that metal, shoving it all into the Project E tablet to build up, I think I built up about 3.5 million EMC. And then I built the very basic mechanism machines, powered them all with redstone, because you don't have to connect them to a power source, you can just power them with redstone initially. Built the very basic bits that I needed, and then shoved all of those bits into the tablet so I could then pull out the bits that I needed to be able to craft all the machines. And so... And then, of course, like everything, once you get the power station up and running, you know, literally, you can then get the digital miner going. And as soon as you've got the digital miner going, you know, the world is completely opened up for you. And there's a hell of a lot more stuff that you can do. You know, it's kind of the reason why I don't normally stream the very beginning of the game. Because otherwise, all you'd be seeing is me running around like a headless chicken, placing cobblestone and mining, and you know how much I detest mining. Should have done Project E like that. Yeah, to be fair, Kaylin, a lot of people don't think of it until after the fact. I've learnt so many times, you know, from playing on other servers to playing on my own server, that, you know, if you want to get ahead reasonably quickly, mine everything that you can possibly can. As soon as you can make that Project E tablet, get it made. And then literally throw everything that's got an EMC value on it into the tablet. And it literally opens up the world so quickly for you after that. You know, it literally makes that much of a difference. Well, you know, there you go. Something for you to take away and, you know, consider. Again, I've learned that because sometimes, you know, it can literally... I've seen... You're giving me toast. You're not buying me dinner. Told you. Beep, 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 beep. Gonna say Sticky Keys is doing the beep, 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 beep at me. But again, it's like in my backpack, I'm using the advanced feeding upgrade, so I can just leave all my food in my backpack. Make sure that it's activated, turret feed me as soon as I lose a little bit, and it keeps me all fed and watered. I'm going to say, looking at that, I probably need to make some more food. Oh my god. Sticky Keys is enabled and it keeps deafening me with beep. Oh, hang on a sec. Let's see if I can... No, it just wants to keep beeping at me. So, should let him there. How many stacks have I got? 1, 2, 3, 4 and a bit. So that'll get me 4 and a bit. Shove my bread in there with extra minerals because it's had all of my mining go through this same furnace. That's how my character gets his 5 a day. And yes, I live on avocado toast because it gives you probably one of the best health restores, and the saturation for it is absolutely fantastic. My god, I'm going to have to fix that sticky piece. It's going to drive me batty. That needs to go there. Well, personally, I prefer pipes over it anyway. I know some people... I'll just stick that extra line there. It's not just the logistic transporters, it's mechanisms item pipe. It's something to do with how they because they render the items in the pipe. It causes quite a bit of lag for servers. There is ways around it, and there is ways that you can fix it. They just never have implemented those things. Because even if it's moving the item that quick, and you effectively don't see it because it doesn't render it, because it's moved it that quick, the server still sees it and still renders it for every frame that it should potentially move through. And so it's a bit crap. So the reason why I use that stack upgrade is, you can see I've got 49 avocado toast there. I now have 369 in a single slot. I can have up to 512 in that. Once I get some netherite, I'm going to upgrade it to a netherite version and be able to have even more food in a single stack. But that works for literally all stack. All because of the stack upgrade. I love it. I'd highly recommend that as an upgrade, as well as the feeding upgrade as well. But yeah, there's, like I said, can you see the lighthouse higher now? Well, I have to move a little bit closer. But I know that I get to roughly where the village wall is and I start seeing your place. So let me have a look. Obviously, I don't know if you can stream or not. I've just suddenly realised. So. But I do believe if you get towards the edge of the wall, you can see it, or start to see it. Obviously, I removed the distance horizons mod. Totally, more than anything, it was for a case of, so if you wanted it yourself, you could put it on. Yeah, you can see it. I shall send a screeny to him. Just so he can see. Because it might mean you might want to make it bigger. Let's see what changes he made. Don't fall in the pit, Naz. Meanwhile, Kaylin's flown home, got him some more avocado and toast and flown back. With his Super ZP Emerald yeah. Looking at that, that should keep spiders out. So go up a level, let me have a look. No. Magnet off. Leave the magnet off. I'm going to say, you could use a frame edge on the edge of that gate, and I believe that would stop the spider. He's not that bothered anyway, so... I'm going to say, this morning, this was literally a big Olympic swimming pool and that was it. And so he's actually got a hell of a lot done in a really short period of time. There's an orca there. And I think Kaylin's made his way all back to his base, which is literally all the way down here. There's spawn. And there's Caleb back at his base. Orcas kill the drowned. They also eat, what is it called? Octopuses as well. As do the big whales, which I have 2 that keep frequenting around my base. They loves me. That's it, squid. I don't know if they do the giant octopus. There is a few of those I have seen. Not as many, I must admit. Right, well, anyway, for you guys watching Twitch, that is where I'm going to call it for today. Obviously, we are back on Wednesday with some more Star Trek Online. Might actually get to play in my new ship. Thursday, we're continuing with Mass Effect 3. Will it ever end? Nobody knows. And then Friday, again, some more Star Trek Online. Modded Minecraft, obviously, is back with Modded Minecraft Monday, as usual. I think the main thing that'll probably get done between then and now, continue to charge my giant power plant. Probably get some of the other buildings up. As for the internal workings and things like that, I will try my very best not to get done without doing it on stream. But obviously, if you are a subscriber, you can join the server and be for yourself, obviously. But as always, it is not a requirement to see what's going on. You know, if you want to see what's going on, it just means wait until Monday. Because I do tend to do a little bit of a tour at the start of every Modded Minecraft Monday, so we can have a look, see what's changed, see what people have done. I expect Kalen will still be living in his hole, because that's what he does. And rob villagers. You never know. He was talking about building a dark tower. I think after Kalen saw that spell, I think Kalen is very much heading towards the dark side of magic. And he is growing some very dubious plants that, you know, as I called it, the good old devil's lettuce. That kind of really does make you trip out. I don't know. We'll have to see, won't we? You know, see how artistic he is. Or see whether it is literally just a cube. A very big cube. But anyway, as I said, that's where I'm going to be leaving it for today. As always, previous episodes are on YouTube. You can see how it was unfolding before the great server boom happened and we had to reset. Hopefully things should be a bit more stable this time round. I think more than anything, me trying to fix it when I was very tired didn't help, because I found then that I'd not added a load of mods which I normally add to my packs anyway as standard. So in future, you know, hopefully there shouldn't be any other issue. So anyway, as always, don't do anything I wouldn't do. Take care, and I will see you all again on Wednesday. Bye-bye.